Check out all of our seedlings. Everything's looking good. Looking good. Some of these tomatoes kind of aren't as big as I usually have them by this time this year, like that little section. But I am going to go get some garden beds ready. There it is, guys. I still don't have my 2 new beds, but we're gonna prep this back bed back here. First off, check out my chamomile. Look at that. Got some flowers on there even already. Okay. We are gonna prep this bed here. This bed we're gonna prep is in the back. Oh, the kids' wagon is in there too. We are gonna put the trellises up. Put those sticks up as a trellis. I have about an hour before I have to do school pickup, so I'm just gonna try to get this out of, not out of the way, but try to get this done real quick. My smoothie. And where to put it? I have this yarn. It's actually t-shirt yarn, strips of t-shirts cut up into. I made into string or yarn or like a rope thing. So I'm going to use this to kind of tie the TP part of the trellises together. I chose dark so that you can't really see it too well when you're looking at the garden. But if you were around last year for the garden, this bed is where I put my tomatoes, and I decided to put my tomatoes back here again this year because it's about 2 o'clock and this bed is almost will almost be shaded completely. And then right before the sun goes down, the sun's like right here, and it gets a little bit of sun right before it goes to bed for the night. So I'm gonna put my tomatoes here again. I'm gonna build this trellis, and it worked out well and it was free. So, and I thought it looked really cool. So I want to, ow, I probably should have gloves on. I'm going to try to build this trellis back up again. So here we go. These sticks are branches from these giant Leland cypress trees that we have. They're actually not our trees, they're our neighbor's trees. And it gives me a pick of the litter when it comes to these, when he trims the trees and stuff. I always ask him if I can have some branches. So these branches are from when he trimmed his trees. And yes, I know that blackberry patch needs some attention, but I'm going to do this today, or do this for now, because I think this will take just about an hour to figure it out. So initially I just do a little kind of like something to hold it up there, and then just go and reinforce. It's nice when the top has like a little Y in it, because then you can kind of push them against each other. And I'll put supports in between these also, but this is just, I thought there was a bee coming. This is just temporary for now. Try to hold everything up. It's so nice and peaceful out here when when no one's cutting their grass during the day. I know it's part of living in a neighborhood and around other people that you're going to hear them cutting their grass, but it's really, really nice when it's when you can enjoy the sounds of birds and stuff instead of machines. Oh, there's another one in here. Oh no, that was a support. One last here. See, it's nice when it has this kind of thing up here. Somebody out there watching this video is probably like, turn it over or put that one in your other hand, and probably has a better view of what I should be doing. I don't remember why I used this one. Might be better as like a support side down, maybe. It's a little more stable. And like I said, I'm gonna put cross supports in here too. I think I had them kind of down a little farther even. And then if I like the way it looks, which I might need to move it over a little more. If we like the way it looks, not too shabby. I mean, I like that it has like a natural component to it. Looks like it could be leaning a little bit. Kind of leaning this way a little bit. So, kind of pull it this way. How's that look? It's a little better. How does that look? Looks a little better. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll reinforce all of these with some more t-shirt yarn. Get those a little more secure, and then I'll add some support sticks and branches right across the bottom, just a little bit of support structure to it. And then I might actually add, this one looks like it could use a fourth. Just the way I don't know if you can see that. That one looks like it could use a fourth, because it looks like it would be easy to add a fourth one there. Oh! Oh! Oh boy. Here we go. No idea how to tie knots and build structures and do teepees and all that stuff. So I'm sure someone out there will tell me I'm doing this incorrectly, but it's worked the past couple of years in the garden. That one. I mean, I don't know if I'm going to survive wilderness training, or like if I get stranded somewhere, if I can keep rain off of me, but I mean, I feel like I can get the shade off. I could get myself some shade, but anywho, so this year I'm going to be a little smarter about this. I'm going to have either my husband or myself come through, get my husband to either, saw it off here, file it, or use like a Sawzall and get these, because they're kind of sharp. you know, they'll get you if you're reaching in there to, you know, to do gardening. Reach in there to get weeds and stuff, or to tie up some tomato plants. So, and then I'll have him cut this off too. But I just wanted to get it up there and see if it worked. I went and grabbed some more kind of straight sticks. You kind of want ones, I've noticed that it works better if you get ones that are like this and have like a little Y there, so that when you use them as a support, you can put it like this, and then it kind of has like a little shelf to sit into, and that really seems to work. But then you have all these little things too, so. This is why this is fun to me. So I just broke this stick here, and you can see on the end here it's got that little nook. But if I fit this into there, look how it follows the contours. Just follows the contours. It's pretty cool. It's kind of like a puzzle. You kind of have to use your right brain. I'm left-handed, so all you lefties will get that pun. Right, so there we go. So I'll have to come back and, you know, saw this off, but I can plant. I can get, it's probably about, at least, it's probably about 2 feet between there and there. And then as the season goes on, I might put like some cross braces in there once I get some tomatoes planted in there. That really helped the past couple years, having some like cross braces in there, and then being able to, instead of staking individual tomato plants. So I'll put some more in there. I don't want this video to get too boring, so I'll put those in and I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. In the meantime, I'm off to go do school pickup. Hey guys, probably hear somebody mowing their grass in the background, but there we go. Got some supports on there. It's very pretty sturdy. Not too bad. I am going to plant some tomatoes there. I'm running out of room to keep them, and they've been out the past 2 nights. It's past our last frost date. However, it's going to be down in the 40s 1 or 2 nights this week, so I'm taking a chance here. But I have this little tiny Kellogg's breakfast. What's this one? A striped Roma. Look how big this guy is. Striped Roma. A rose tomato. Rose. An Old German, New Yorker, and this one, what is this one? The Thornburn. So, and then I saw this TikTok or vertical video from someone saying to plant a pea in the same hole as your tomato, and the nitrogen, I guess, will fix it. I always thought that the nitrogen came from the roots if you left the roots in the ground once the plant was done. So I'm not really sure, but can't hurt. I have extra, and I'll plant them right along over there with the trellis. I'm gonna put some of our bone meal and eggshells, and then I also have some alpaca poop. Shout out to Patriot Acres. Look how happy they are. guess they're happy. I would assume they're happy. Some of our bone meal and calcium. I have no idea if I'm supposed to do that or not. Oh, heaping hunk of alpaca poop in there. You can plant your tomatoes very low, very deep. The first one in. First one in, last one out. Here's my order. Never grown these before. I actually don't even remember what they look like. Pull these bottom ones off. Probably should have left that one on, but I didn't. Check out these worms. Look how big that sucker is. Like each shovelful has like, look at them all. Look at that. I also brought down these little kids projects that we planted. So there's some sunflowers and carrots mixed up in this one, and then sunflowers with carrots and peas. So I think I'm gonna put the carrots and peas right along here, see what happens. And then these are some calendula that I saved from seed from last year. Yeah, my husband is cutting the grass. And I started off wearing gloves, but then I quickly realized that I'm very, look at that worm, look how big he is. Well, he looked bigger on the ground, but I can work in gloves because I work all day, every day in gloves at work. But garden gloves are different than like nitrile gloves. Carrots don't really like their roots disturbed too much. I'm gonna take this whole thing, pop it in. See what happens. I'll put the peas with carrots over here. I'm just pulling apart. I don't think the peas really need the alpaca poop, but it will still go around them. Put the carrots right there. Trench, I guess. Let's see what happens. Kids will be so excited to see this planted. I asked my daughter if she wanted to come help plant. She said, "No, thank you. Sorry if you're sad, but no, thank you." Everybody right tucked in. We'll use the alpaca poop in each one. Yes, guys, I'll wash my hands. Don't worry. I will wash my hands. Put calendula here. Put a little. Everything's planted. Peas, carrots, peas, carrots, peas in there. Calendula. I put one calendula over there. Striped broma. This one is it's the thornburn. I gotta put a rabbit cage around that. Striped broma. Peas. The New Yorker. Peas. And then these little guys. These guys are little. God, I think I kept them straight. I think this one's an old German and that one's a Kellogg, or vice versa. We'll see. At this point in the video, my husband is ready to cut the grass around my garden. So I'll end the video here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out in the garden. And until the next video, hope you're well. Take care. Bye.